What up, my peeps? It's your boy Pop Pop coming to you. I'm going to get right to it. I will do shout outs on another video to thank all of you that have been so kind to me lately. So, here we go. So, the upset of a century happened. Everybody on both sides is in absolute shock. Okay. Uh, I wanted to I wanted to do kind of a spiritual state of the union, if that's okay. So, Orange Man Bad ran, and he won by a landslide. So now the uh, the Republicans have the House, they have the Senate, they have Pennsylvania Avenue, they got the whole 9 yards. Okay, but I wanted to I wanted to bring some things to your attention. All right, this country is still on the brink of WW3. All right, the leaders of the world still all are carrying their football case. That's the case that has the red button that they're going to push when things hit the fan. And I believe it's going to happen anyway. According to the Word of God, it says, for when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction comes upon them in 1 hour. I believe it's a literal hour that's coming. I believe that when America has BOMBS falling on our territory, that it's going to be according to a dream that I had. I was told in a dream that there would be 70 million casualties in the Iron Eagle, that's us, to pay for all of the little innocent babies that were cut out of their mother's belly and thrown into the trash like seeds out of a pumpkin. That was one dream I had. It says in the Word of God, in latter days, young men should see visions and old men will dream dreams. I'm sure old men dream dreams because we fall asleep more often than the young men. So that's very appropriate. All right. We still owe more than $34 trillion in debt. We still are out of munitions to protect our country because we've given them out all around the world, particularly to Ukraine and other places. I think to Israel and Ukraine, the Holy Land and Ukraine. Our our oil reserve is still at the lowest that it's ever been. Okay, so when Orange Man Bad gets into office, it's going to be like handing the wheel over to somebody who's about to crash a plane into a mountain just seconds before the plane crashes. You know? So, in any case, everybody is all excited. Even Christians are excited. They're like, well, this buys us 4 more years of sitting on the fence and not dedicating our life to Christ. No, no. The clock is still ticking. Everything is crescendoed. And as a matter of fact, I believe that we could be even in more danger because all of the countries know that they only have 75 days to bust a move, including the current administration. There's only 75 days for everyone to make their move. Also, the fact that Orange Man Bad told the Bear Country one time that if they went into Crane, that he would NUKE Moscow. All right. So that's still in the back of their minds. That's still in the back of their minds. When when the Chernobyl nuclear power plant melted down in 1986 and that territory was opened up to tourism, there's a school with thousands of little gas masks that they had for the children in case the Iron Eagle attacked. So they take America far more seriously than we take ourselves, okay? They took the threat of an imminent attack far more seriously than we did. When you consider things like the German luxury liner, the Wilhelm Gustave, all right, that was used during WW2 as a troop carrier and a hospital ship, but they put anti-aircraft GUNS on the upper deck, and that made that ship a legitimate target to be sunk. So, in January, I think it was 1945, the Germans loaded up the Wilhelm Gustave with 10,517 passengers in order to go out into the sea and then come back to a part of Germany that hadn't fallen yet. So the captain of the Wilhelm Gustave decided to go further out into the sea rather than going along the coastline because he figured that would make him less vulnerable. But the Bear Country was already tracking the Wilhelm Gustave. All right. They were already tracking the Wilhelm Gustave. And because it had cannons on the upper deck, they did not give it the courtesy warning of warning them before they sank the ship. They just loaded 3 torpedoes, and 2 of them hit the Wilhelm Gustave in the side. One hit where some women were hiding out in an empty swimming pool in the center of the ship, and it just shredded the women between the torpedo and all of the tiles that were on the inside of this empty swimming pool. And then another torpedo hit in the stern where the engine room and all of that other stuff was. And so a great many people lost their lives very quickly. So when the Bear Country says that they're not playing, they don't play. And this current administration has said, well, they're bluffing. And now that they know who's going to be in office and they know that the threat is escalated in their mind, like I said, it puts us in even more danger. I myself and other people have had all kinds of prophetic dreams. I've dreamed that one of our aircraft carriers was sunk. I dreamed that a Navy jet crashed in White Oak, Maryland. And I even had the street name in the dream. I've forgotten it by now. And let me see, I had the dream of being in New York on Wall Street. And there was a flash, and I saw the Wall Street bull, that bronze bull, just melt in front of Wall Street. And then another dream I've had about 4 times, 5 times, is that rockets launched into the Holy Land went off course and hit the hit the Dome of the Rock and blew it to smithereens, which ramped up that WAR. I don't like to talk about stuff like that. Watchmen all over the world are having these prophetic dreams, and we're seeing them come true as we watch the news. But in any case, uh, this latest video by Global Rapture Watchers entitled It Doesn't Add Up, I think is the name of the video. It's probably one of the most accurate and prophetic videos in all of YouTube today. And regardless of whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, atheist or agnostic or whatever, it's worth a few minutes to watch the video. He essentially says everything I believe, and it's just easier for me to point you to his channel rather than to remake the video myself. Pop out.